Hi, it's Sarah here with another quick tip, and my tip today is something that I do very often, and I just wanted to show sort of how and why I do it. I take a piece that is left over from the front and use it as a bit of decoration on the insert. This is something that I do very regularly, and the reason I do it is because I just hate waste. So I'm just going to show my thinking behind it and the cutting that I do. I'm going to, that's the right way around, going to use a piece today of a new DSP that will be coming on the 5th of January. And this is especially the case with this sort of paper, a specialty paper. I really just don't want to waste any of it. So the way that I do this is I usually cut my card front. Now I work with an A6 portrait card most of the time, occasionally landscape, and then it'll just sometimes be switched around from portrait to landscape. So I'm cutting my DSP at 3 7/8, which will be ideal for a card front. Now the next thing that I usually do is cut this to 5.5 for the actual card front. Standard on a card front, I usually round up to the 5.5. It just makes life easier, or round down to the 5.5. And that'll make a nice card front. Now, if I was actually making 2 of these, then I would be cutting this to 6 inches. It was 3 7/8 by 12 inches. So I'm going to cut this to 6 inches. That gives me that little scrap, and it would give me exactly the same amount of card front again. So let me take those out of the way. So we've got our card front and the piece that we've cut away that is going to be our insert, and I think it is it that, whatever, and that adds up to that same 6-inch piece. So that's why I do it. Rather than just throw that piece away, I use it for an insert. So I will be using this piece here on my card front, and I've got this little piece here for my insert. Now I have already stamped my insert for this one, because I always recommend stamping first and then applying your DSP. If you were to make a mistake with the stamping, you can always turn it over and stamp on the other side. If you've already stuck your DSP on, then you're kind of stuck with that, or you're going to be losing that DSP when you flip it over. So that's my recommendation, and like I say, that's why I do it, just because I really don't like wasting pretty papers. And let's just get that turned around, and I just then put that at the base like that, and that gives me a nice decorative insert for my card. So I'll finish putting that together in a short while, but hopefully that's a little tip for making the most of your DSP, cutting it so that like I say, you've got a card front and just that little decorative strip for the inside from a 6-inch piece by whatever your card front is. In this particular case, 3 7/8. So I hope that helps. Please do subscribe to my channel below to see a quick tip like this every Friday and a quick card every Monday. Thanks for stopping by.